Ahoy, everyone. I think I am alive. I'm not too sure. It's been a long while. All right. I am alive. All right. Cool. Well, hello, everybody. It's been a couple of months. So, yes, the prodigal Frenchman has returned. Yep, for one night only. You are back. Yes, I need to get some shit off my chest after watching Fantastic Four. And Waylon, well, what is this? Well, it's me. I'm here. I'm back. All right. So you. Yay, new uninspired. Hey Z, hope you're doing good. Yep. We are both. All right. Late in French. Of course I'm late. Of course I'm French. That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. Vive la France. Hell yeah. Okay. Martin Luther King K. Rule. Il est de retour. Yep, I'm back, man. Hello there, General Kenobi. Morgan. Hey. All right. Who the fuck is this guy? Hmm. It's a random ass French cat. Oh, Pedro shit on your chest? Pedro. Did you just mention Pedro? Pedro? Yep. Pedro is kind of sus right now. I don't know if you guys have been seeing the fucking posts, but oh my god. Yep, it is really weird. The touching of, I guess, anxiety touching. That's what he calls it. It's kind of freaky. I would have pulled up some videos, but I can't seem to get into my uninspired reviewer Twitter account. So I guess we're just gonna have to settle for. I guess we'll look on some YouTube stuff. But yeah, man. Yeah. So Professor R2, great to see you. Yeah, people defending. Yes, they are pedophiles. It's kind of weird. I don't know who Vanessa Kirby's husband is, but if your co-star is just touching up on you like this, it's so weird. I'll try and look up some maybe some in YouTube Shorts. I can find some stuff because I have no access to Twitter whatsoever right now. Let me see. Pedro Pascal. Weird. Vanessa Kirby. I guess that could work. Let's see this stuff in Shorts. I don't find anything on YouTube Shorts. On Instagram and stuff like that, you can find it. Yeah, the French pretty boy is back. Pedro is a fucking creep. I'm not gonna lie. It's incredibly weird the stuff that he's been doing, especially towards Vanessa Kirby. And it's like I don't know if it was I think it was Camo something that he posted on Twitter. He's like, yeah, why doesn't Pedro get anxiety around Bella Ramsey? Which is a good suggestion. Why doesn't Pedro get anxiety around all his male co-stars? I don't know, Pedro. But we're on to you. Okay? We're on to you, Pedro. Mm-hmm. We're on to you, Pedro. I don't know. So yeah, of course, what I wanted to talk about today was of course the hooded man. Guess who's back? I'm back. Twitter's dead and all bots and reporters. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been on Twitter in a long time. I can't get access to my uninspired reviewer account. Not because I deleted it or anything. I just lost the password. I tried getting it back like just before the stream, but nigh impossible. Twitter does not want to cooperate. And Steven Ransom, it's great to see you, man. So yeah, I mean the reason why I wanted to do this live stream today is because Fantastic Four is finally out. There's nothing like I didn't want to talk about the movie specifically, but if you guys want me to talk about it and give my thoughts, I'll be sure to do it. Also, if any of you guys in the chat, of course, who I've streamed with tons of times before, if you guys want to hop on and just shoot the shit, just let me know. I'll have to send you guys the link through Discord though, since I don't have Twitter anymore. Yeah. Or yeah, just let me know. I'll see. I have a second Twitter account that I barely go on, so if you guys get a message from there, then you'll know that it was me. So yeah. So if you guys want to hop on, just let me know. Was it fantastic? Excuse me? What did you just say?
Say that again.
All right. So yeah, man. I watched Fantastic Four, and it got me thinking about I guess, the state of piracy and the death of theaters, which is the title of the stream. And it got me thinking. Piracy nowadays has had such a. You don't have Discord? Yeah, I do have Discord, but I don't know if I have you guys on Discord. You get what I mean? Like for those who want to hop on, that's what I mean. So yeah, I think my Discord is I don't know what the fuck my Discord is. The Discord server is in the description. You guys can check that out. Listen, I'm young, but technology is not for me. All this Discord stuff, I'm barely on Discord, to be honest with you. So yeah, but yeah, it got me thinking about piracy in general and how piracy has become bigger and become a huger market in terms of advertisements and stuff like that. Because I've been watching movies. You want me to hop on? Yeah, wait on. You can hop on, dude. So I've been watching older. Well, I've been watching movies. Sorry, Waylon, you got me sidetracked. I've been watching older stuff pirated for a long time. So just in general, let me get the gist of it. Let you guys get the gist of it. So I grew up in Ghana, West Africa. Proper cinema opened there in 2009. I was born in 2002. Didn't have that much money to go to the cinema when I was growing up, so a lot of times we'd buy bootleg DVDs. Very rarely would I have digital versions because didn't really have a computer or Wi-Fi at the time, or I had a computer and no access to Wi-Fi. So yep, or very, very, very rare access to Wi-Fi. So a lot of times it was bootleg DVDs, and so those bootleg DVDs are just normal rips. Someone downloaded it, put it on a DVD, burnt it, and then sold it physical copies with those boxes. Now, the thing is that back then, when you would watch cam copies of films, you could really tell that it was a cam copy. You could tell that it was just there, really recorded in the cinema. You could see people getting up, walking around. You could hear people munching on their popcorn. It was really, really just. I was 32 in 2002. Fuck, I'm old. No, man, you're 32 years young, of course. Was it worse than Fan Four Stick? Actually, nah, man. To be honest, I think I'd rather rewatch Fantastic Four than Superman. I'm not too sure, but I'd kind of put them on that same level. Fantastic Four does have some very weird issues in terms of just convenience, but overall, it's an enjoyable flick. It doesn't have too many action scenes though. The dynamics between the characters and all that stuff, it, it's pretty good, honestly. Well, good in the sense of what Marvel has been putting out recently. So just I'm comparing it to base Marvel, not comparing it to cinema in general. So compared to base Marvel and what they've been putting out since Endgame, it's one of the higher tiers. I think that's because it's in its own world. It's because it's in its own universe, and they can play around without having to, kind of think about all the Eternals having a fucking celestial in the middle of the earth and stuff like that. It has a lot of play around, and so that fact helps the movie a lot. CGI is pretty good when there are some action scenes. It's actually pretty decent, but I don't know. It feels, how would I say this? Not fantastic, but it kind of just it's as if you're eating a meal, all right? It's a good meal, but then they serve you those weird ass gourmet bite-sized shit where you're just like, you know. I wish I had a bit more. And yeah, Jacob WD40, you're right. The best turd in the bowl is still shit. Exactly. Yeah, dude, I'll send it to you by email because I do have your email. I too did not mind the new F4. I thought it was the same story that came out to go with the first Jessica Alba movie. People would have loved it. Yeah, it was kind of like that, except the retrofuturism aspect. That's pretty much it. That was genuinely just the thing. Oh, wait, give me a second. Let me send it to you by email. Uh, Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't done this in a couple of months, and StreamYard has changed since. So this is kind of foreign to me. What's going on right now? All right, so there we go. Link done, sent. All right, we're good. Wait till I send it to you. No spoil. No spoilers, man. No spoilers. Don't worry. Unless you guys want me to, delve in specifically into something, I can spoil. But no, I'm not going to spoil anything for now. But however, I was going to go back to the piracy aspect of it. So this is the reason why I did the stream, is because when I was watching the movie, I really realized that piracy nowadays has become proper levels of watching a movie. So I do have some screen grabs here that I took from watching the movie. Now, as I was saying before, piracy when I was a kid, you could see people getting up, moving. The camera itself would fucking wobble around everywhere, and you were like, "Oh, dude, focus on the screen. I'm trying to watch the movie." But nowadays, it's become a business, and I've noticed that since, I guess, Endgame. So no, actually, I've noticed it since about 2021. So 2021, you had Black Widow that came out. Now, I think there is a correlation between the rise of good cam recordings, good cam versions, and of course the decline of Marvel. Now, the reason why I say that is because I noticed that as less and less people went to the theaters to watch Marvel movies, the better and better cam quality got in general. And then after the better and better the cam quality got, you had all these ads, which is why on the poster of this uh thumbnail. Jesus, I haven't been doing YouTube for so long. I even forgot the word thumbnail. So yeah, on my thumbnail, you can see a bunch of betting companies. And of course, the black dude from the thumbnail, if you guys have seen anything, I guess you'll recognize him from a certain site. I actually don't want to name any of these sites because I don't want to get like any legal repercussions or stuff like that. So yeah, uh, thanks to India. Yeah, thanks to India, that is for sure. India's finally doing something right. Hey, Vex, they did street food right. Okay, all right, all right. We have Waylon up here. Yo, Waylon, hope you're doing good, man. Person of genius. Oh my God, he is. Reed Richards. Why don't these Indian pirates learn how important it is to stay for the end credits singers? Yeah, dude. I missed the end credits, That was it. So the thing is that I have a couple of screenshots that I took. So screen grabs. The only thing that I removed was the site that pops up whenever there's, like they put a specific link. So I think that's against YouTube TOS. So I blurred that out. So these are spoiler-free screenshots, ladies and gentlemen. So spoiler-free, this is all stuff that you can see in the trailer. I did that specifically. But it's just to compare the stuff that we can see now on cam versions compared to what we had before. So you've got stuff like this. I mean, this is what I call pretty fucking good high quality in terms of watching it from home. And now keep in mind, I took these screenshots this morning around 11 a.m. my time. So that's French time. And so the movie came out yesterday. So Wednesday. The movie came out on Wednesday in terms of like general. So I guess it comes out on Friday in America. I guess you guys have previews tonight. That's how you guys start. But however, in Europe, it's Wednesday releases. That's how we get them. So a lot of these sites take it from French countries. Yeah. Exactly. The frame rate is just a tad bit slow depending on the scenes. However, it's very rare to even get some motion blur. Before, we had a ton of motion blur when it came to the action stuff. But nowadays, that's barely inexistent. Even the scenes that are filmed in complete darkness still look very, very good. And this is the equivalent of what I would say is let's say you're downloading a movie from 2007 in today's era, and you're downloading it in 720p. This is kind of the rendition that you get. And even when it comes to the audio quality is actually quite good, which is surprising how big of a business it's become. So these are just a couple of screenshots. This is the second one. It's like, dude. And keep in mind that the cameras don't move. Nothing shakes. You don't see anyone get up from their seat. You don't even hear people crunching popcorn or anything like that. It feels as if these dudes have a deal with a specific theater or something where they can just go in, set up their tripod, make sure everything is perfect, cinema is empty, and boom, film it and sell it. It's crazy. And so just look at this, man. Look. Waylon, I don't know if you're here or not. You
Yeah,
doing
I'm here.
good?
I just got
Hey,
set up. Had to
you,
find my
you, you, you
headphones.
you good, man?
Yeah, I'm doing real
Hell yeah,
well.
dude. Dude, it's great. It's great to be back, and plus you're here. I think maybe Dark Hour might pop in. I'm not too sure. I sent him a link, and also like Z or anyone else, even Vex. If you guys want to pop in, just let me know, man. I'll send you guys the link because I'm gonna talk about this for a while. I mean, just for a short while. Then after that, it's just gonna be shooting the shit until we get bored or something. And so yeah, and I mean, look at this. Even this a scene in complete darkness. You can perfectly see Johnny's reflection really, really well on Shala Ball. Even the
Wow,
sky looks good. It's like, come on, man.
that's an
What?
improvement of what they've been releasing
Oh
recently.
yeah, it's a huge improvement, and I think it comes from that specific site that I've blurred. And I even went on that site to check out if they have anything. It's really weird because once you go on that site, the only film that you have is Julia Garner is finally attractive. Yeah, kind of. Maybe
Just
not.
get rid of all our human features.
But so just sidestep. Shala Ball is pretty good in this movie, man. Julia Garner is pretty good in this movie. All the hate that she got from the CGI and stuff, it looks all right. I won't even lie, man. It looks all right. All the stuff with Johnny Storm as well, in terms of him being a womanizer or whatever, like him not being a womanizer for a modern audience and stuff like that and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, none of those critiques actually apply to the actual movie, which is pretty interesting. Same with the Vanessa Kirby Sue Storm being like the leader or something like that. It's like, all right. Pedro Pascal does a pretty good job in as Reed Richards. I will say that. He doesn't actually feel like Pedro, which is pretty cool because Pedro fatigue. Yep. I like that Silver Surfer looked like a hard metal instead of shiny liquid. Dude, Stupenzo, if you want to hop on, dude, let me just let me know, man.
We gotta
So
be
yeah.
honest. The marketing for this movie was pretty awful.
Oh, I totally agree with you. I think the marketing was trash. It was oversaturation in terms of what was going on with the marketing. Same as with Superman. It was just too much, too much, too much.
It was like too much, and it was like too much, and what you're showing me isn't making me excited to go and see this movie. And then the
And you
cast
see?
interviews aren't helping either.
Oh yeah, the are you the I guess the MC daddy or I don't know what the fuck was going on with that stuff. The
Oh
weird
my!
ass interviewers, man, freaky ass interviewers. I don't know what the like. Aren't you guys supposed to be journalists?
There has journalists have always sucked.
Oh yeah, Stupenzo. I don't know how I can. Oh, Discord. Yeah, I can send you a message. I can send you the link on Discord. Yep. I got you on Discord. But yeah, and also I got this screenshot as well. And just look at this. So keep in mind, this is very stable. Is this a caching up stream or is it a Fantastic Four stream? Oh, Iceman, sorry, I didn't see the message before. This is basic. So I'm kind of talking about Fantastic Four. It's not really the main concern of the stream being Fantastic Four. So my main concern is talking about Fantastic Four to talk about the state of piracy and how good I guess piracy has gotten, and of course that leading to the death of theaters. And then after that, we're gonna just shoot the shit and catch up on stuff. So if there's anything that you want me to cover or you want my opinions on a movie that since I haven't been here in a couple of months, if there's anything that you want me to talk about specifically or anything like that, just let me know. Even if there are any like YouTube trailers that you want me to check out that I haven't seen, just let me know, man, and I'll do that intermittently throughout the stream. So yeah. Kal-El's horn, Fantastic Four, 2 women and a baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Wait, let me just send the link to Enzo. All right, there you go, Enzo. I sent it to you on Discord. So yeah.
With how nice these look, it might be an inside job, whereas people working that work in the theater doing it.
That's what I'm thinking of because at this point it's gotten so big. So I was reading an article that said that just the ads in terms of these piracy sites, the ads have generated so much. I mean, I'm talking about 180 to 200 million in revenue. So it's kind of like, eh, eh, you know, they are inciting you to sort of do this work. I mean, if someone told me, hey man, you work at the theater, why don't you're a projectionist, You can play the movie while no one is there, record it for us, and we'll pay you like 20K. Fuck yeah, I'm taking the job, dude. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. And of
And
course,
you
this
have to
was. Yeah, go ahead,
wonder
go
if
ahead.
it's the theaters themselves doing it on the side just to get a little extra,
Yeah, it could be something like that. So this is probably this was recorded from a French theater because the French so not maybe not France but one of the French speaking countries because it's in the original version but the subtitles are embedded in French. So how is this a betting site we're talking about or boner pill stuff? Nah, I think they only have betting sites as the ads that they put. I wish they had boner pill stuff, man. You know, I would have checked if it was, for the sake of science, checked if it was a
take this
scam
pill
or
and watch
not.
your dick grow inches.
Yeah, Algeria. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Algeria too. Could be way easier to get access and do stuff like that in Algeria as compared to France because here they're kind of tight knit with all the cinema stuff. Then so yeah, it's interesting. And look, ladies and gentlemen, it's Pedro Pascal groping his female co-star. Huh.
Yeah.
We're on to
Surprise,
you,
motherfucker.
Pedro. Yeah, surprise, motherfucker. Oh wait, where the fuck do we all go? Yeah, there we go. Boom. So yeah, these are just a couple of slides to show you what the movie actually looks like when you just watch it at home. So this is why I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how is this such good quality nowadays? And then so I was just kind of going into that rabbit hole, and I was saying before the correlation between this and Marvel, between Marvel's decline in quality in terms of the films and people going less and less to theaters because they don't want to see it. And this also ties into reviewers as well, like us. You know, how many times have we said that we've flown to India to watch a movie instead of paying money to go to the theater? Or it's just a huge ecosystem that's been developed from how shitty movies have become. Yes, exactly. What's crazy is that this is a proper camera recording. A phone recording is almost on par. The sound just usually suffers. But here, there is no sound problem. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The only issue that you could get is it becomes mono audio. So sometimes you hear it only from your left, but like you can just change the settings. And once you do that, you're good. Oh, Enzo's here. Yo.
How's it going?
What's up, Enzo?
Good to see you, buddy.
Good. The way you said yo just made me laugh, man.
Yo. Yeah, I was saying, you wait a couple days, and even these crappy cam versions with the bad audio will have subtitles.
Yep. It's crazy. Yeah, it's just become a huge ecosystem. And so I really, really think that, oh, Jacob WD4, oh, $5. Oh, dude, thank you, man. Thank you. I mean, I've been pirating since 2015, and even as far back then, I'd find high quality. I just had to wait a month or three after the movie was released. Yeah, exactly. Back then, you had the Chinese rips with the hard coded, I think either Chinese or Korean subs that you could find good quality. That was about a month after release, but now you can find it the next day. Right now the movie was released yesterday. We're not even 24 hours in, and we already have high quality cam with good audio and no issues whatsoever. Back then, even you had to wait. Let's say the movie would come out on Wednesday. You'd probably get a very decent cam quality, not even on par with what I showed you guys, but you'd get that quality. You'd get like a decent cam quality around Saturday. So you'd even have to wait 4 or 5 days back then. Now it's just instant, which I
Yeah.
find incredibly crazy.
Yeah, you'd get like a decent cam, but then the audio is a bit, you know, sketchy
Yeah.
sometimes. But you would have a really good recording. The craziest stuff is when you'd see this stuff on YouTube, like a day after a movie, and if someone's just phone recorded the whole movie in the theater.
The reason is because a lot of the newer movies haven't gone through that Autobot detection process. So, like, they have to, it takes a while for them to get automatically flagged. They usually have to get manually flagged. But yeah, it's also the leaps and bounds in cell phone camera quality.
Yep.
I
There
think
you
back
go.
in the day, you had to like seat for like an actual camera, set up on like a little like a pillow or
Tripod.
something with a shirt over it or something.
Yeah, sometimes even during the during the cam version, you could hear a dude getting cussed out by theater staff. Be like, "Hey man, you're recording."
Yeah.
But
Here's an interesting story about the cam stuff. Is like I saw the Superman movie and Fantastic Four on cams. I did rewatch Superman in theater, but I saw Jurassic World in the theater, and I swear to God, the third act of the movie in the theater, like the audio got slightly out of sync. So
Oh no.
you're hearing you see the gunshot flash, the muzzle flash, and like the gunshot fire is just like a millisecond off. I feel like I was the only one in the theater like noticing it, but once I did notice, I couldn't unnotice it. So again, it's just like, why didn't I just watch a crappy cam version for free?
yeah, exactly, dude. Because I watched Jurassic World, and I watched like Cannoli in the chat. I watched Superman, in India, and so it was good quality, man. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I
was shocked.
Very, very shocked. So I think that's kind of leading to the death of theaters, because not only is it that you can watch these highly anticipated movies in your house less than 24 hours later if it doesn't bother you to watch a cam version, which a lot of people nowadays, less and less, it does bother them. Like, it doesn't bother them, which is crazy. I've never heard Waylon's voice before. Well, welcome to the club. This is my first time hearing this man's very sexy voice.
Yeah.
Yep. And my favorite topping, pirating. Fuck yeah, dude.
Here, check this out. You'd like this. Look at this coffee. There's layers here. I'm getting good at this. Stir it up, though.
I got a coffee. There you go.
Isn't it like nighttime where you're at? No, you're like 6 hours ahead. Never mind.
It's 6:44 p.m. 6:44 p.m.
Okay.
So yeah. Of course, Waylon, send the link, because I don't have any for what you said in the private chat. Just send the link. So yeah.
All right, cool.
I went to see Rebirth in theaters. My husband doesn't want to go to the movies with me anymore, because Rebirth was a waste of money, Vex. Rebirth was ass.
Rebirth was just a way so Gareth Edwards could get money for his next passion project.
I thought Rebirth would have been fine if it was just like a random dinosaur island, that would have been fine. The fact that it's a Jurassic Park movie is like, you're missing the whole point of the movie. And upon reflection, I think Jurassic Park was the worst of the three movies, but like, the three movies this month were all mid, which is basically a way to say it was good, but I was disappointed. I'm disappointed it was good, like, because I can't. I mean, they weren't like, I think, Jurassic World was probably upon watching all three of them and thinking about it, I think World was the worst of the three for lots of reasons. Fantastic Four. I mean, I thought I watched it and again just didn't piss me off. Like I was like, this is not bad.
Yeah, exactly. I'd much rather rewatch Fantastic Four than Superman. I know that. I think it's because maybe of the runtime, maybe of the pacing. Superman, the one thing that I didn't like was the second act, which was kind of like, all right, okay. This is kind of dumb. This is kind of weird. I do like Mr. Terrific though. That dude was pretty fucking good. But that was pretty much the only part of the second act that I liked. Mr. Terrific taking down like 24 goons by himself.
No, my favorite part was Mr. Terrific giving Lois Lane the "shut the hell up" woman face. That was the best part of the movie. I think I was gonna break up with him. He just looks at him like silently, like it's so funny.
Yeah, Iceman, the same. This is actually my sister's. So my sister uses it. I always use the car. I walk, but sometimes when I get really lazy to go buy some cigs down the street, I just take the scooter. But I very, very, very rarely use them. I either walk or just use the car. But yeah, and so it's weird because all those three huge tentpole blockbusters and Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion, and the only reason how I knew Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion is because yesterday I was browsing through my subscriptions feed and I saw B-Sup, a B-Sup mini where they were talking about Lilo and Stitch didn't deserve $1 billion. I was like, no fucking way Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion. And I went on the numbers and I was like, what the fuck? They actually made $1 billion, and I've never heard anyone in real life talk about that movie.
It was like the quietest billion movie.
It's
in
one
a
of
long
those
time.
movies like everyone's like obligatory, you're like obligated to go see, and you just kind of like, yeah, we saw it, but we don't talk about it.
I don't even know who the fuck saw it. I genuinely, I cannot name you one person that I know personally who saw that movie.
Yeah,
Everyone
and
I
see
know
with
who
the
saw
new,
it said it sucked.
yeah, and also with like the new Superman movie, everyone's like comparing it to Man of Steel. It's like, well, actually, Man of Steel made more because of inflation, and actually, but yeah, you have to understand, like, in nowadays, like, it's impossible to sell out a movie theater. It's just not happening because
It's
reserves
virtually impossible. Yep.
reserve seating, people see the seats are like, oh, there's half the seats are available, I'll just go to another showtime. Or there's also half as many seats in the theater as like back in the day when everyone was sitting in those airplane style bucket seats. You can get like 250 400 people in a theater. And you had no idea how busy it was going to be. You would just assume, hey, I'm going to buy my ticket early and I'm going to show up early and I'm going to try to get good seats. And you show up early, hour early, and there's like already a huge line. You're like, damn, this movie's going to be good, like, but
And then
that
you went and
magic
saw
is not
Avatar.
there anymore. Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the people that I don't mind the Avatar movies. I mean, I don't know, everyone hates on them, and I'm like, they're all right. They're pretty good.
Hey, there's speaking about the Avatar movie, I guess there's one thing that's kind of big production, big studios trying to lure people back into the theaters, playing trailers exclusively in theaters. So I guess
like
you got
the Odyssey
the
trailer
trailer.
hasn't. Odyssey
Yeah.
trailer's not online anymore either. And what else? I guess there was a Fire and
Well,
Ash
Avatar,
trailer.
of course, yeah, coming out with Fantastic Four nowadays, so it's kind of just hyping people up to go to the. Hey, it's the Phobos.
Hey, you guys, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of like that aspect of it where you're dragging the audience back into theaters just because you want them to see a new piece of media that's coming out, and I don't know. And I'm with Iceman. I don't believe these numbers with these 1 billion Lilo and Stitch monies. I don't know. It's monopoly money. Avatar sucks, all of them. I won't say no to that, honestly. The only thing I remember is
the movie they're trying to fucking copy.
Yeah.
I also don't believe their budget numbers. They're either too high or they're too low. Like, there's some kind of there's all kinds of greasy accounting going on.
It's kind of weird, yeah. But so yeah, I mean, as I was saying before, there's the rise of ads, huge rise of ads. It's become so prominent in terms of the pirated stuff, in terms of the cam version. It's become so prominent. You guys remember that blue? I don't want to say the name, but that blue one something bet. With that, with there sometimes you even had a predator. A mini Predator montage of the Predator killing a guy for it to unlock a betting company. That was so weird. Now, of course, you've got that. Of course, the black dude from the thumbnail, which I guess you recognize. So yeah, that was a while back. And of course, what I was saying was the Marvel correlation. So I started to see this around 2021 with Black Widow. We still had sort of decent cam, but it wasn't really ad filled. But then when it got to Thor, Love and Thunder, that's when you started to see a huge market just start to build up with all of this stuff. And it was like, it's kind of weird, It's very, very, very weird. And so I think the shortened theatrical releases, shortened by movies only spend, 45 days? Even then, that's a stretch in cinemas before they go online. I think it was, what was that movie? The one with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, The Fall Guy. I think The Fall Guy stayed in theaters for 2.5 weeks.
It was an Amazon production, wasn't it? Like they paid the bill for most of it.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, it stayed in the theaters for 2.5 weeks.
Movies produced by streaming sites,
Yeah,
it felt like that one went on streaming right away.
Well, it's kind of like the scapegoat. Once they see that it's flopping in theaters, just send it to streaming.
What it kind of reminds me of, like, like in crowdfunding, like the comic book scene. People are getting up. Some people get upset because it's like, oh, I crowdfunded this book. You pay $25 to get it first, and then like shortly after it's available, everywhere for like $5 in stores, and you're like, well, why did I do that? Why did I go to the theater and spend $60 if I could have just waited 2 weeks? Because we were talking about Jurassic Park. We watched the Jurassic Park, the first Jurassic Park. They had like a what was it called? It's like a demo tape for video stores. Like, you're gonna want to reserve 70 copies of this movie for your video store because it made $1 billion. But this is like a year and a half after the movie came out. This is like, that's how long it was before it started coming out to rent on VHS.
Oh yeah, dude. I just don't really understand, because movies are losing money from all sides. So they're losing money through piracy nowadays, most of all. They're also losing money because streaming doesn't bring in as much as people think that it brings in. A lot of people don't really do video on demand. A lot of people don't really pay $4.99 or $5.99 when they get home to watch a movie. A lot of people just go stream it illegally, and then pretty much it, done. Everyone has kind of like a Fire Stick in their house where they can connect to the internet, go on that one site that they use, and that's pretty much it. Now, of course, they're also losing money through physical sales, because people don't really sell DVDs anymore. It's only very specific movies that sell, I guess, proper Blu-ray copies, special packs, and stuff like that. Even through merchandising, a lot of people don't sell that much merch anymore, that much official merch nowadays. People just go and buy stuff on Etsy, and from individual dudes, unlicensed stuff. So they're kind of just losing money from all fronts in general, which I think sucks, because when there's a good movie, it's not making any money. F1 is in theaters right now. F1 has a budget of, I think, 200 or 300 million. I thought the F1 was fantastic. It's the first movie that I ever watched in 4D, which was just a massively incredible experience. But F1, if we check the numbers, let me see. Let me pull this up. Yeah, so F1, if we check the numbers, we've only got less than 500 million at the worldwide box office.
But
national, but it's losing money anyways.
No, it's not, because they got hundreds of millions of dollars from their sponsorship partners, and they pre-sold
that's true.
They pre-sold the international. This is an Apple movie again. They could have done it without a theatrical release and made money on it. This is all gravy here coming from the box office. So they had international streaming pre-sales and a ton of product placement sponsorships.
So they were actually really smart when they made this movie, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and Apple, as much as I hate some of their woke injection stuff and some of the pacing of their TV shows, they're always smart about it. Because they still have smart people working for them. They hadn't fired them all.
You see, that's one thing that I didn't know. But I mean, I would have doubted because of all the sponsor stuff that they had. Because, yeah, they were filming with the actual F1 crew. They had their own paddock. They had everything. And plus, they had Brad Pitt producing as well. So, Jerry Bruckheimer as well, which, hey, man, always bet on Bruckheimer when it comes to making pretty good. I mean, honestly, yeah, once I see the Jerry Bruckheimer logo, I know that they filmed a ton of stuff for real most times. That's just how it is.
I just saw Coyote Ugly for the first time. And Gone in 60 Seconds. I was like, man, those are both fun.
It's such a cheesy, but I love it movie. It's so stupid.
I was blown away by the color lighting in the film. I liked it, but Coyote Ugly was a stupid movie. But yeah, Bruckheimer. I mean, he knows what he's doing.
I think they're going to make a lot of money off the camera technology that they invented for F1 too.
Yeah,
they're going to be licensing that out for millions. Felix, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to question the amount of money they actually lose from piracy, just like the music industry used to make those claims. But it turned out that the same people that pirated music were the ones that actually were buying music. Now, it's easy for them to say they lose money, and they might, but I don't think that's been sufficiently demonstrated. And there is another... there's another angle of piracy that's more local that never makes it up to the internet.
That is true.
There is a whole community of people that will go in and they'll make a cam copy or maybe a telesync which runs sound straight from the mixing board, and then they'll burn it to physical media and sell it in their local communities, and it never even pops up on the internet, so nobody is all the wiser for that.
That is
And
true. Yep.
that happens in a lot of areas with a how do I put this, a strong, usually ethnic communities that are very insular. So I could go down to my local favorite Mexican restaurant and probably buy a DVD of this movie right now if I really tried.
Yeah, I think I agree with you because the amount that they're sort of reporting, I think it's just driving people away from theaters. So maybe in terms of the production companies, they still earn a fair amount of money. Yeah, they still get a fair amount of kickback. But I'm just saying that the theaters themselves are the ones that are losing the most money out of this entire situation because of what's going on. So piracy is just this weird, I guess. Yeah, well, Vex says it well, but wait, let me just do this. Jacob WD40 for 626. Thank you again, Jacob. I mean, Jen, thank you so much, man. Chiganana Creasta to Lilo and Stitch 2025. That movie pisses me off so much. Yep. Fuck Lilo and Stitch. All my homies hate Lilo and Stitch. 2025, of course, not the original. But yeah, thank you, Jacob. Yes, I want to pull this up from Vex. Pirating is an interesting gray area now that many service providers get immediate notice when you do it, and the unwillingness to explore VPNs. Yep, it's kind of weird. And here, Eraserhead also says, my entire childhood was buying burnt copies of a dude on the street corner. Yeah, that was me too, man. We couldn't afford to go to the theater. Yep, that's kind of how it was. I mean, so F1, from what you're telling me, they got a lot of good kickback for from all the sponsorships, which is pretty good. So thank God this movie isn't flopping. But of course, there's another flop, Superman. So 432. I've heard a lot of people saying that the international box office for Superman is shocking. I genuinely am not shocked whatsoever. So, I don't know, man. Growing up outside of America, Superman is not as famous as you guys actually think he is. Like, people don't give a fuck about Superman here, to be honest.
He's known, but like Superman is basically a poster child for the US, so I kind of didn't disagree when James Gunn was like, well, it's not because people hate America right now, it's just Superman is a very American thing,
Yep.
Whereas, like, a lot of these other Marvel heroes, I think Batman and Spider-Man are way more popular worldwide.
Yeah, they're way more universal. Yep.
Yeah.
They don't wave the American flag, It's just like, I don't know.
Emperor Goodwin, someone call animal control. The cat is out again. Yeah, man, I escaped. All right, I escaped. Jay, if you wanna hop on, just let me know in the chat. I'll send you the link through email.
Comic books in general are an American thing, and somehow the MCU managed to build up a lot of international goodwill, which they have squandered away in the past 5 years by giving us nothing but garbage.
Do you know what I'm hearing, though? I'm hearing that the Superman movie is getting people in comic book stores.
Oh,
why? Superman comics are half gay, anyways.
I just heard that comic book store owners are noticing increased foot traffic after the Superman movie came out.
Well, that's good. Do you know about? See, I think the Hollywood studios aren't doing themselves any favors with the whole Hollywood accounting practices either. Do you know about the TSG Entertainment lawsuit, which could end up costing Disney billions?
Man.
So TSG is a film financer, and they invest with Disney. Disney makes their little tiny companies that just a production entity for a single film each. They expense out their expenses to themselves and claim they didn't make any money. And then they go and tell their investors, well, we didn't make a profit yet, so there's no money for you. And they've been doing this forever. That's why they call it Hollywood accounting. And finally, I think one company has had enough, and they're suing them all the way back to the beginning of the Fox days for breach of contract. And what is it? There's an adjective in front of that, like insidious breach of contract or something that makes it even worse. And they didn't even put a number on the lawsuit. They said they want the court to decide a number after they demonstrate all of their evidence. So, I'm just saying they don't do themselves any favors with the way they lie about the budgets and the way they wriggle the numbers.
Yeah. I mean, it reminds me of George Soros, like donating millions and millions of dollars to some charity, and then you do some digging, you're like, oh, he owns the charity. He's just giving the money
I'm
to
paying
himself.
myself. Yeah.
Right.
So Jacob, you said, now as an American, I could definitely say that European audiences love Superman. No, I agree. European audiences love Superman, but they just love Superman. They won't go out of their way to buy, Superman merch. They won't really go out of their way to go to the cinema and watch Superman. So I've been seeing that people have been bringing up the original Superman movie, that it made huge worldwide numbers. I mean, yes, because that was basically the equivalent of Endgame at the time. It was like the movie. It was like the technological advancement movie. It's like, it's literally the man that can fly, Yeah.
Also, Europeans love Superman, but now do China or Russia? Do they love Africa? Do they love Superman? I don't think so.
Well, I think they're actually encouraging Chinese audiences to reject American films at the moment.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, why are these movies so huge? The top grossing movies right now, like Avatar. How did it make so much money? The second one, I don't even remember it. It's because China loved it, and the second highest grossing movie is a Chinese animated movie. Yeah.
And that's where the gross numbers can be incredibly deceptive, because they don't reflect the amount of money that's going back to the studios. And that's even before they start pulling little tricks like expensing stuff to themselves.
India is also big too, because there's a lot of people there apparently.
Yeah, but they mostly consume. I've lived in India, and they mostly consume Indian movies. And
True.
They used to smoke in the theaters, and I was there. You could just look up and see the movie projected on the huge cloud of smoke above your head. It was like a hologram.
That's where these cam guys are,
Yeah. It's like I think they're local guys too. Most movie theaters will do a screening for their employees. They'll do it the night before or a couple of days before.
Yeah, true. But you know how much trouble you'd get into. You're a teenager working at a movie theater, and you're gonna do like the pre-screening of Superman, and one of your employees records it and uploads it on the internet. It's like, ugh.
Well, that's my point. It never gets uploaded to the internet, but that doesn't mean it doesn't get shared.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think all the digital copies are watermarked too. So when they have very advanced watermarking technology that can survive a lot of video processing. So when they see a pirated copy, they know exactly what hard drive it came from.
Yeah. And again, obviously copyright, infringement's a bad thing, and breaking the law. But here's the thing: me clicking a link somewhere on the internet, that's not my problem, But if I uploaded, top secret screener copy, and they could trace it back to me, you might go to prison. I posted that meme the other day. It literally says, like, remember when the FBI used to threaten us before every VHS? That was cool.
Yes, here at the Uninspired Reviewer, we make no endorsement toward privacy whatsoever. All of the opinions are not even our own.
Yeah, but I mean, downloading a copy on the internet, that's one thing.
You wouldn't download a car, would you? All right.
But yeah, it should be like, you wouldn't upload a car, would you? Like, they, that's the problem. If you got to go after those guys if you're going to fight copyright. And hey, one day all the internet streaming illegal piracy sites might be cracked down on. One day there might be a digital fingerprint and just piracy stops being a thing, and I got to start paying to watch movies even on my channel. Could you imagine? Like, that'd be a nightmare, but it might happen. And, I'm not going to cry too much about it if it does, because, legally, it is theft of intellectual property,
Yeah, well, that's legally the thing. That's the thing about torrenting. You're not just downloading it, you're distributing it to other people, and that's where
right. Yeah, you are uploading it, exactly. That's why the streaming sites seem to be more popular, because that's the other thing is like I had 3 closets full of VHS and DVDs, and that was annoying. So I stopped buying them, and then I started downloading them, putting them on hard drives. Then I had like
Yep.
6
Yeah.
fucking terabyte hard drives full of, you know. So I'm like, well, this is stupid. And you download a movie, watch it once, you're like, that sucked, and I forget to delete it, you know. So you know. So this is why the click streaming sites are just so easy. You know, just get ad block, go to these random sites, and every time one gets taken down, like a Hydra, 3 more take its place.
Yep.
So, you know, I don't think that's a problem that's going away anytime soon. And like I said, the reason why I don't feel guilty about this piracy shit is because most of the movies you pirate are garbage.
True.
You know, like everything's mid right now. Everything's like okay. That's something I've said many times about the streaming sites like Netflix. If something's Netflix, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be excellent. It'll be decent at best, which is lame, you know, especially when you're going to the theater for that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Jay makes a good point here. So an increase in piracy is usually evidence of a bad user experience or inconvenience for the legitimate offerings, which, yes, too many streaming services. Everything is just up in the wazoo. I think I don't know, there was this one guy, it was to stream, I forget which TV show, I think it was Pokemon or something like that. You had a different season on a different streaming site where so you had to get 6 different subscriptions to just watch the entirety of the show. And it's like, yeah, I'd just rather go on this one site, watch it illegally, and boom, at least I can have everything in one place, plus I don't have to pay for anything, which is crazy.
And
So,
that
yeah.
goes for software and games too. Like, how many times have you tried to install a legitimate package and it crashes all your other stuff, and you have to put this hardware thing in your computer and it fries everything? Yeah, it's an excellent point. There's a YouTuber named Louis Rossmann who really goes on about the consumer rights in the digital age, and he talks about this to a great extent.
So,
Yeah.
do you guys some somber news here? Do you guys know that Hulk Hogan is dead?
Yes.
What? Oh man.
I just saw that like 2 seconds ago online. So R.I.P. Hulk Hogan.
I think he had a heart attack.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh man, poor dude.
That's
I
kind
mean,
of
that happens
surprising.
to a lot of bodybuilders and wrestlers, and he lived to
Yeah.
be 72, which is pretty old.
But is it me, or have we lost a lot of people this year, like
We're gonna
more
keep-
so
we're
than
gonna keep
other
losing
years?
them too. Yeah, it's gonna keep getting
Yeah.
worse too. It's like
Yeah.
exponentially, because like we're
Well,
not
they're
getting
all
new stars
at
to
that
replace
age.
them with.
Exactly. Yep. Now we got Ozzy not too long ago. Well, yesterday or before yesterday. So yep.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Hey,
Ozzy too.
these children, okay?
But yeah, these are the guys from the periods of greatness in the 80s and 90s, right? 20 years from now, when Pedro Pascal has a heart attack, no one's going to care.
No, women will care because they're the only ones who like watching his movie.
Well, I mean, maybe women would even care because the way that he's been acting, maybe allegations will probably surface in the next 5 years. To be honest with you.
See, you say that, but I just saw another interview and like Vanessa Kirby was like rubbing his neck and like putting her fingers through his hair. And I'm like, oh, she fucked him.
Yeah, but it's weird
think so.
because he's been doing
think
it
he's
to
gay.
different. Yeah, I think so too.
That's why she feels comfortable rubbing it. But even then, it's like you know,
It's
people are
weird.
saying like, "Oh, ladies, would you touch your platonic gay friend like this?" And it's like, yeah, but you're not like a horror actress / model, you know. Like
That's
you know,
true.
these people act on different wavelengths. You know, these people have probably been to orgies before. These people have done benders and stuff. You know, maybe I don't know. But
Possibly, allegedly.
yeah, and
Yeah.
even that's the thing is like even if a Pedro is gay, I wouldn't put it past him to just fuck a woman anyway. Here's the thing about Pedro Pascal is like, you know, I said this the other day, and it's like, you know, the reason why him and Bella Ramsey are everywhere is because everyone liked them on Game of Thrones, and then everyone started like casting them in a bunch of stuff, and now here we are 10 years down the line, and they still have stuff in the pipeline.
I love how
They're
they cast them
barely
instead of the
getting word.
actual stars of
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, they're also you know, better as supporting characters, I believe. But also you know, you need to understand that Who was it? Michael J. Fox or somebody? No, it wasn't Michael J. Fox. Somebody was saying, I can't remember who, but the idea is Pedro Pascal's probably just, very professional and decent to work with, and people probably just enjoy hanging out with him, on set. He's probably on time, knows his lines. That's like 90% of the work to be a successful actor. If you're just enjoyable to work with, that's a big part of it. And yeah, like I said, like the media, the producers are getting the word, hey, people don't like Pedro Pascal, but it's like, fuck, he's got 8 things coming out, and it took these movies take years to make. So it's like
somebody likes him, clearly.
Yeah, he's got 3 movies out in the theater this week. It's crazy.
I have a different theory. Do you want to hear it?
Let's give it to us.
So Pedro's like, man, that video of you slapping my hand away really doesn't look good. I need you to show me some love. And I hear that you want to have a baby, and I've got a hookup. I know a guy who has a great connection for fertilized embryos.
Yeah,
that's my theory.
Give you that IVF hookup.
Yeah,
We got the hookup. Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Pedro Pascal's father was a doctor who was scandalized by stealing women's eggs and implanting eggs without their full consent or knowledge.
What?
Oh, you didn't know? That's why he doesn't. You didn't know that? That's a real thing.
Wow. All right. That's holy shit.
Yeah, there are warrants out for him. I don't know if that's why they had to flee. That's why they fled Argentina. But yeah, this is not a rumor. This is a adjudicated criminal matter.
Damn.
That whole family is fucked up.
Oh yeah,
exactly. The sister, I love. This is actually pretty hilarious. Either way you think about it, the trans sister, because like either because the rumor going around is like trans sister of Pedro Pascal wants to play Jean Grey, and it's like and I want $1 million for what I'm sure a lot of people want to play Jean Grey who are not qualified or it's just pipe dreams. But the idea is like your brother is Reed Richards, and I'm just imagining your trans sister like, you should put me in the X-Men movie. He's like, I don't have that power.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him. I'll get back to you.
What am I supposed to do here? And then I'm just imagining like they're at a red carpet together, and she's like, he's gonna get me in the X-Men. He's gonna make me Jean Grey. And the paparazzi are like, what? And I'm just imagining Pedro like, oh my god, please shut up.
Okay, so now that you know the story, does my joke play a little bit better about the whole Vanessa Kirby thing?
Oh yeah,
it does.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
It does. Context matters at this point. And oh my god, that was some
top tier reference.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean she's at about that age. She could use some fresh eggs. I'm just saying. You play ball, I'll play ball.
Eclectic Goat says, "I'm so glad to know that you're alive. Of course, here I am. In the flesh. Best thing to happen to me all day."
I think the cynic in me just wants to assume that they're all just, getting fingers inside of them and doing horrific details with, I just imagine Brad Pitt has been Weinsteined and he's okay with it, to get these roles. I imagine the same for Pedro Pascal, and that's just the casting couch is a thing. Like the idea that Harvey Weinstein
do we think
was
Ridley
the
Scott
only guy doing it. Huh?
Do we think Ridley Scott Weinsteined him for Thelma and Louise?
Oh,
is it bad? Is it bad? I got a little aroused when you mentioned fingers inside of everybody.
Yeah. It's that Team America. Oh, I get it. I'm supposed to let you put your finger in me, and then I, go down on you, and you give me a roll.
Man, that movie! I just recently rewatched that movie. Man, I was laughing my ass off the whole time.
Oh yeah.
The Film Actors Guild cannot be stopped.
But
I'm Alec Baldwin.
Oh yeah, Alec Baldwin. Wow, dude. Anyone of you guys saw Rust since it's finally out?
No, I wanted to when it came out, and I forgot, and it's just slipped past me. Heard it's not bad.
That's the funny part. I heard it's actually not bad, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Well, I've always said, someone was talking about, the death of the Western, Westerns are dying out. And I'm like, Westerns are never going away because indie
Westerns
filmmakers
are always here.
it's always like a great, like first first feature attempt as like some Western, you know.
And westerns can be
So-
made for cheap too. That's the thing.
Exactly,
Like
that's
they
the
don't
whole
take
point.
like you don't even have to build a town. There are towns that will let you just rent them to
Yeah.
film in
Yeah.
them.
And
And
they're
they
in
have
LA.
they have a massive amount of excellent source material to draw from as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you're not trying to make Blood Meridian, you can probably make it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Westerns, you know, like that's a typical thing with first feature. You probably want to film it mostly outdoors, mostly during the day, natural lighting, you know, that kind of stuff. And Westerns just call for a lot of that. Same thing with like apocalyptic movies, you know, that seems to be another
Yeah.
thing with
I
first.
mean, even then,
attempt
you have
films.
these neo westerns nowadays, where it's like modern day, just in the
Dude.
in the desertic parts of America. And it's like
Eddington,
it
dude.
works.
Eddington was awesome. I
Hell or
loved
High
it.
Water was awesome.
Also has Pedro Pascal in it.
It's also in theaters right now, so you can go and
Eddington
watch
was
that
great,
instead of
dude.
Fantastic Four. Well, I mean, you guys heard of that new Sydney Sweeney and what's his name, Paul Walter Hauser? Is that his name? Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Is
Yeah,
that
the
They
that-
do
fat
that.
guy.
Yeah. Well, he played
Yeah.
Mole Man in Fantastic
yeah.
Four. Yeah. Well, you heard their new Western movie Americana. That actually looks pretty good.
Well, I heard it actually was made like 2 years ago or something, or you know,
Damn.
like
Yeah,
it
she
was
looks younger in the ads for it.
Well, you know, let's
but yeah, I heard it's decent.
let's play the trailer. You know, why not? Since we're here, let me check this shit out. How the fuck do you share stuff on StreamYard? Forget about this shit.
Oh yeah,
I think they've done an
It's-
update recently where they've
a
made
few updates.
Oh,
they blew
Yeah.
into our stuff.
it is.
Yeah.
The updates are horrendous, man. You know, you can't even upload your own clips anymore in the clip section unless you pay for StreamYard now. I
Yeah,
was like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
That's why
Yeah.
Jacob Ironside had to move off StreamYard. He's like, I can't do my intro anymore.
I've been paying
Yeah.
for it, and I keep saying I'm gonna stream with OBS, but you know, I just don't really get around to it yet. But yeah,
Yeah,
the
I'm still
clips
on
thing,
one
they
screen.
changed the clips to where the clips thumbnails, which is cool, but the big problem is you can't
Hi,
use
Igor.
click and drag and change the order of them. You can't change the order of them. They gotta fix that
Yep.
immediately.
Yeah, it's so annoying. Like, yeah, if I ever come back to streaming properly, I'm definitely just gonna hop on OBS for real. All right, so there you go. Westerns and horror movies, great for cheap budgets and an easy set. Yep. Controversial opinion, maybe, I guess, but I think the westerns and horror movies are the easiest to do, but the hardest to
Yes.
get right. So that's like
yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
insane because a lot of people just jump to filmmaking and they're like, oh, I'm gonna make a horror movie because it's the easiest to do. But yeah, horror movies are some of the hardest ever. I genuinely think that if you love cinema, the one genre that you should study should be horror, because to me, I think that everything that makes film, and when I say everything that makes film, I'm talking about from script to production to like editing, everything that makes a movie work has to be in tip top 100% shape in the horror genre for the movie to work perfectly. And that's why I tell people, if you actually want to study film, if you actually want to really, really get into filmmaking, horror is the best genre to look at, because you look at the best horror films, you'll instantly manage to see everything that is done right and everything that is done wrong in comparison to other genres.
Well, it's the same with
Yeah.
westerns. You know, you
Mhm.
look at like Once Upon a Time in the West. That is like an instruction book on how to make a great western.
Yep.
Like every single shot is beautiful,
I think it's
and every
because-
single character is awesome.
Yeah, I
if you,
didn't go to film school, but I took a lot of film classes, and my film teacher was obsessed with westerns, particularly the Wild Bunch and Once Upon a Time in the West.
Well, hello there.
They're the most revolutionary
Searchers.
westerns, I think.
But yeah, that's the thing, is you need a really good editor, you know, like, yeah, if you're saving money on the shoot with these low budget westerns and horror movies, but if you splurge on the editing, you know, the editor knows what he's doing, because yeah, like you can have all the ingredients to make a scary movie, but if it's not, you know, paced right, or the music isn't right, or something's off, like it won't scare people, you know, it doesn't get that. But yeah, Steven Spielberg, you know, he's like a master horror director, but I don't think he's ever made an actual horror movie, you know. But like almost all of his movies have like elements of like a horror, you know, horror
Yeah, it
sequences
does have
or
a horror.
something.
Yep, horror sequence. That is true. I guess what Jaws, but that's pretty much it. And I wouldn't qualify Jaws. I'd qualify Jaws more as a slasher than anything else. Even though slasher is kind of
Yeah,
like a subgenre of horror.
yeah, it's taken from a lot of genres where it's
Mm,
like it's part horror, it's part slasher, it's a little bit of a detective film in a way,
mm, mm.
and it's also kind of a survival film.
It's also a
Yep.
And
coming out film.
a bit of adventure. There's a little, but Stupenza,
Yeah.
you're right about the editing thing. Um, remember the low budget blockbuster Hardware Wars?
Was that
Hardware
called? Did it get
Wars.
changed to Hardware? I know Hardware.
No, Hardware Wars was a Star Wars spoof made in the late 70s for
Was it
basically
Turkish?
nothing. It did the convention circuit for decades, and the thing is, they made it with no money, but the editors and the sound guys worked in the industry, and they donated tens of thousands of dollars worth of man hours to make it work. There's actually a remaster on
13
YouTube.
minutes
You can
long.
go, yeah, you can go watch it for free. It's called Hardware Wars.
This
Put it
looks
on the list.
this looks pretty fucking funny.
This is like a corn version of Star Wars.
But I'm saying the one place they didn't skimp was the editing and the sound,
Yeah.
and that's what made it work.
Editing
had
is
real-
super important.
They had real professional Hollywood editors and sound people
It
do
reminds me
the
of,
post production.
Like Weird Al's guitar player. Like you think of like great guitar players, and you're like, you don't understand how impressive Weird Al's guitar player is, because not just learning the notes, but getting the tone down, like getting the sound just right, for the parodies. That is like a whole nother skill in itself that most guitar players can't do. You can hear the guitar and be like, oh, well, he's running it from this amp through this pedal with this kind of strings. You can just tell. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, and so horror, as I said, westerns. I think those are the cream of the crop. That's if you want to go and study, how to write or how to just make a film in general. I think those are the two best genres to go to.
Comes out next week.
Next week, where in America,
Are you excited about Weapons?
they never release any of that stuff over here, man.
What is Weapons?
It's the new movie by Zach Krieger, the dude that made
Killer
Barbarian.
Children or something.
Oh.
Looks creepy. I'm excited.
It looks pretty good, yeah. I won't even lie. But yeah, Weapons. I don't even know if it's gonna release over here because they never release any of his movies. Well, anything that's kind of low budget horror never gets released here. But since it is, I think it's Warner Bros. Yeah, it is Warner Bros. But since it is Warner Bros, maybe it might have a proper worldwide release. But I don't know. I'll probably just
The
have to
thing
wait
is,
until it comes out on digital.
It seems like they're hyping it up because they know it's a hit. So if it is, I wouldn't have had plans for international release if it's going to be a big deal.
I mean, it's kind of annoying with these the way that they release movies nowadays, especially the way that they release good movies. Because I guess it'll segue me into the death of theaters point, where we've kind of reached this letterbox era where a ton of people just go into the mainstream stuff, and so a lot of mainstream movies are just consumed. But then after that, on the side, you have this huge, I guess I call it the letterbox market, where it's a lot of art house movies and stuff like that aren't properly released worldwide or anywhere. It's mostly just limited releases in America, Canada, very, very limited releases in Europe, because there's a ton of stuff that I've always wanted to watch, like A24 movies. I barely get them in cinemas over here. The last A24 movie that I got in the cinema over here was Talk to Me, and that was like a month after proper release. So it's kind of annoying, but it's created this weird little ecosystem where it's like those guys are keeping cinemas alive, but the studios aren't wide releasing them. So is it the fact that they aren't wide releasing them that's making them, have a big amount of kickback, big amount of money, or is it losing them, a lot of potential clients? You see what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, because I mean, I keep recommending, like last year, I was recommending a shitload of movies nobody saw. I'm like, I keep saying the best thing I watched last year was this fucking 40-minute anime called Look Back. I've said that at least 50 times since October of last year, and I haven't had a single person like, "Hey, I finally watched that. It was good." No, I'm like months later. Did you ever watch that Look Back thing? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Jesus.
So yeah, but I did watch Jurassic World. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. What won Best Picture? Yeah, the Pretty Woman movie.
Honora. Oh yeah.
That was
God,
all
that
right.
was
I
dog
mean,
shit.
I know Vex hated it.
I
Oh,
haven't
the other
even
thing is, I was
seen it.
telling everybody to watch The Front Room last year. And Vex hated that one too. I was like, oh, really? I love The Front Room. Maybe it's just me.
Maybe, but I mean, the one with Brandy. Oh man.
It's
Yeah.
cool. Dude, you should watch it. Tell me what you think. Maybe
I
you
fucking
will
hated
say
the
it's
movie,
ass.
dude.
Oh, you did? Shit. I loved it.
I mean, Brandy was okay.
I'm
There's
a little
lot of shit.
I'm a little intrigued with the new Paul Thomas Anderson movie coming out in
totally.
September.
Yeah.
One battle after another.
I think they just dropped the trailer too.
Maybe that's it.
What?
Maybe I just like bad movies.
That's the one
Vex,
with
you're right.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the
Yep.
pregnant woman firing a machine gun. That can't be good.
For the baby.
Yeah.
I
She's
know.
got
Yeah.
ear, you notice how she's got like ear protection on, when eye protection when she's firing that machine gun. The baby doesn't.
All right. Let me. Let's watch the trailer. I haven't seen the
Listen,
trailer yet. So.
Recoil vibrations don't count as shaking.
Yeah, you know what? Going into space can't be very good for a baby either.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Going into the Amazon with your
Right.
being pregnant can't be good for the baby either.
Yeah, that was one point of the Fantastic Four. I was like, that's silly. Where she's she's like getting in the spaceship, the shuttle, the rocket, and I'm like, isn't she pregnant? I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, have you ever seen that Spy Kids movie where Jessica Alba is pregnant at the beginning and she's doing all these weird backflips and shit and driving the car? Have you guys never seen that?
Jessica
Dude, I haven't
Alba
watched
gets
Spy Kids
special
in 20 years.
permissions.
I think it's called I think it's Spy Kids 4 all the time in the world. The intro of that movie is Jessica Alba pregnant, just doing a bunch of stunts, which is absolutely crazy. Oh man. Honor had potential to be more, but it kept trying to glorify sex work without giving the title character a lesson to learn or actual art to explore. I mean, we love sex work over here, man. Let them
he
learn
is
their key.
French.
Yeah, I am French, man. We have no problem with all that shit over here.
Right. They probably still have courtesans in France.
Pepper Peter Piper Pickled. Hey, Pepper Peter Piper Pickled. All right, cool. Yeah, Sue goes into space and fights crime when she's 9 months pregnant. The fuck? Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I don't know. They could have done it without her. Johnny Storm
So,
was.
Is
to
this
me
like
the
the
best
natural
Pregnant.
birth thing? Instead of going in the water to, help, they went into space to do the weightless thing?
Yeah,
Not
because
entirely.
cosmic rays and all that radiation is really good for your child.
No, that's just magical space dust. Don't you know anything?
It is
None of
magical
that
space
stuff
dust.
matters. It gives you superpowers.
Yeah, man. There should be a black market in the MCU for magical space dust. It's like magic space dust cocaine. It gives you powers for 10 minutes, and that's pretty much it. Boom.
Iron Man spent all that money making that suit. He should just went to space.
Yeah. Yeah, I said this on Lance's show where I was like, the problem with the Dark Knight is now people are like watching the new Superman and Marvel movies thinking like, this isn't as good as The Godfather. What the fuck? Like, this isn't as good as Heat. And it's like, you guys need to gauge your expectations with the video game and comic book and toy and princess movies. Like they're going to be okay. They'll be, like I said, cheeseburgers. They're not fine dining steaks and stuff. It's going to be a cheeseburger.
Yeah. But
Like
the
when
Dark
Superman
Knight's just
gets
a
a
cheeseburger
C.
with bacon. It's not really it's not anywhere near The Godfather. The dialogue alone in The Dark Knight is dog shit.
No, yeah,
Yep,
but
yep.
I think the problem with The Dark Knight is it made everyone think that like superhero movies need to be like Oscar worthy. It's just like no, they're better when they're not.
Yeah, a lot of times people just want to. I don't know. I think that it has to be good on its own, of course, but it doesn't need to be that Oscar level. It can be, but it doesn't need to be. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
fun.
Yeah, like a lot of people aren't happy sometimes when you say, "Oh, the movie was fun." It's like, I mean, sometimes a movie just has to be that. Look at The Mummy. The Mummy is a
When
good, fun movie.
when I think of
Yeah,
movies
but
that were
that's
nominated
a
for
good movie.
Oscars,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a
Nominated
good,
for-
fun movie.
like when I think of
Yeah,
Best
I
Picture
think a
Oscar
superhero-
nominees or MTV Movie Best Movie nominees, like there should be like minimal overlap with those two. Like
Mm.
Oh yeah,
A superhero movie should at least be as fun as your average Jason Statham action movie.
sure.
yeah. Superhero movie should be like watching Crank, pretty much,
That's a
or
good
Crank
bar,
High
actually.
Voltage. People are really
Good
struggling
and
with the difference
enjoyable,
between
yeah.
good and enjoyable. Yep, very, very
Yeah.
good point. A lot of people, once a movie is enjoyable to them, it automatically becomes good because we become. I guess we've been ingrained in this sort of. Well, I'm only talking about people who are online much of the time. So a lot of people are ingrained in this culture where once they find something enjoyable, they think it's good, and then after that, once someone says no, it's actually not good. Oh, but I enjoyed it, so you just don't like having fun. And it's like, uh, uh, what do we become, man? It's kind of
Yeah,
annoying.
my big problem with like Fantastic Four for recently was like it didn't really take a lot of risks. Like the plot I thought it was gonna do was way crazier than what they ended up doing. They
Yep.
kind of played it safe, which I was disappointed. So I'm trying to struggle like how this is supposed to. The one thing about the Fantastic Four movie that's pretty good is like you don't need to watch any previous Marvel movie. It feels like a totally standalone.
Oh yeah, standalone thing.
Out of totally like no references to any other Marvel movie ever, which was like a breath of fresh air. But I don't know how this is supposed to. Same with the Superman movie. I don't know how to tie into like future films in a franchise, and I don't really care. I kind of wish it was just a one-off. Both of these movies.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel like a Marvel movie, but I just found it mostly boring. There was just a lot
like
of
Superman more.
montages with fake technical stuff, and I just, it
Yeah.
wasn't the worst thing I've had to watch, but it was just kind of boring.
See, yeah, I enjoyed Superman more the second time I watched it for the character beats and like the humor didn't turn me off. But like the new Fantastic Four, it's strictly like on a production design level. That's the stuff I liked, like just the setting and the cool costumes and so it's all cosmetic. Everything I'm liking about the Fantastic Four movie.
Hey guys, yeah, Galactus just made racist jokes the whole time. Nothing else. He's the worst, guys. We have to beat him up. Problem solved. Yeah, you'd have the entire community just punching him. Galactus would die in an instant. There's also the issue with people saying this movie show had flaws, so therefore you shouldn't enjoy it at all. Oh yeah, there's just too many extremes on the spectrum, which is annoying as fuck, to be honest.
Rampant autism running around because like. This is why you hear a lot of hyper focusing on plot holes because like it's like plot seems to be the only thing that because it's like the literal plot is the only thing we seem to interpret, and it's like even nonsensical movies that make no sense, they have themes and they're trying to tell you something like metaphorically, and even if they're doing it, even if they're not trying to, there still are like metaphors and everything, so and it's up to the viewer to decipher those.
Yeah,
but
overemphasis on plot just makes you completely ignore character writing. That a character has flaws, which means the character's not going to do the right thing every single time. He has to make a decision.
What surprised?
No, go ahead.
What surprised me is that I thought the casting was really off, but it wasn't Pedro and the Silver Surfette that was the worst of those. For me. Johnny Storm was just woefully miscast. Like, he didn't pull off the happy-go-lucky, fun-loving Johnny at all, man. He looked like he had like triple PTSD the whole movie. And Sue, man, she was just, I don't know, man. I just didn't like her. So I went in there fully expecting to hate Pedro and the Silver Surfette. And instead, I'm not going to say I loved them, but they were serviceable. I could make it through the movie, but I really didn't like Sue Storm's character. And I thought the Human Torch effects were some of my favorite parts of this movie.
I agree.
and his showing how powerful he was. But the guy who's playing him, just that was a woeful miscasting.
Yeah, it's interesting because Joseph Quinn is actually a pretty good actor. He's pretty decent, but in this movie, it's true. He has this weird, I don't know, I'm on mushrooms face, and I'm constantly seeing shit, but I don't want anyone to know what's going on. It's weird to explain, but he consistently looks like he's on hard drugs, just there,
Yeah.
seeing shit that isn't there, which is kind of weird because it's only around the end of the movie where his acting gets pretty good, pretty solid, but that's pretty much it. It's kind of just there. Ben Grimm, what's his name? Moss Joseph. I forget the actor name.
Eben Moss Bach or something. Eben Moss Bach.
Yeah, something. Yeah,
Eben Moss Backrack.
Yeah, something. But yeah, he was the best part of the movie for me.
Yeah, I just thought the whole crew didn't have a lot of chemistry with each other. Like they didn't do a chemistry test before they cast everyone. I don't know. I imagine some people are going to think the opposite, but
I think that Johnny and Ben had some good chemistry, but between all the others, like between Johnny and Reed or Johnny and Sue, I don't think there was that much chemistry. It's just the only thing that was Johnny and Ben. That was pretty much it. It was the only dynamic that I pretty much enjoyed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just before we hop into the one battle after another trailer, Johnny is somehow a professional linguist who can decode an alien language from nothing, huh? It's funny how they never said what Johnny brought to the team besides nepotism. Yeah, this is kind of weird because in the movie there's like times where you think Johnny is just a dumbass, and then he just pops out of nowhere with some Einstein level stuff, and it's never brought up again, and you're just like, all right.
Oh, well, that explains it. He smokes weed.
In my mind, they gave every one of them a little bit of Reed Richards, so they all got to do something, super smart. And that's just, I don't know. I felt like it kind of detracted from the character that's supposed to be the genius one, and they have their other strengths around the team.
And I do like how they did Reed's stretch powers. You don't see them a lot, but I like how they were used. So
it was the little things that worked better. Like he's in the back seat, he has to flip a switch on the front of the spaceship, so his hand comes up
stuff
real
like
quick
that.
and
Yeah,
he switches. Just real quick stuff like that was fun.
I agree.
But in a way, I felt like I was watching. In a way, I felt like I was watching an animated movie that was just live action. It felt very animated.
Yeah, I love Galactus's design, but like special effects wise, I was like, this does not look real. It looks like a Pixar creature, and it looks cool, but it just looks like a video game cutscene, And it's like we should be striving for this, like, does it look like it's actually filmed as opposed to just pixels?
Yep. Yeah, I agree. He's no Thanos. It's just he's just there. And even just the final fight in general, they're kind of just like, okay.
Definitely a lot of like superficial, like, hey, remember this from the Fantastic Four cover? Remember this image? A lot of that, which is, I appreciate the effort, but it's just very hollow.
I'm gonna say they went with the worst looking Fantastic Four uniforms ever, though. The white gloves just are
I didn't mind
atrocious.
them. I like how they put Thing in clothes too.
Yeah. They got him in the trench coat. Yep. Yeah. Well, let's hop into this trailer because I haven't seen this trailer yet. I think I saw the first trailer. I'm not too sure.
I think I sent the first trailer to you.
Yeah, I think so. I think I saw it. Yeah. With Leo running with his overcoat with, I guess was it Benicio del Toro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess this one came out 4 hours ago, and I haven't seen it yet. So
I haven't seen it either.
Let's check it out. You guys let me know if the audio is good.
What I'm doing here is I'm creating a closed circuit. Very important to keep your cap shunted like this.
Copyright, baby. Let's just pause it for a second because yes, I did forget the copyright was a thing on YouTube. Jesus, you guys could have reminded me.
The random.
I thought you had it covered, man.
For me.
I just thought you had it covered.
All right, let's hit it.
So you don't accidentally detonate your charge.
Don't stop. I want you to create a show. This is an announcement on Revolution.
Was that Sean?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Sean Penn. They would have him playing a fucking communist. He just plays himself. Next scene, you're gonna
He
see
was
El
in,
Chapo.
He was in PTA's last movie, Licorice Pizza, for a scene. You know.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
And I still
didn't
haven't
see
seen
that
Licorice
one.
Pizza.
It's good. It's good.
if I'm gonna
It's
go
real
see
good.
PTA, I want to see Daniel Day-Lewis. Otherwise, it's just kind of like, oh, it's a PTA movie. It's all right.
I think I love every. Yeah, but I agree. Did you watch Phantom Thread?
Yeah.
Because There Will Be Blood was great, but Phantom Thread was also really good.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
that. I want to see it, but
That's
it's like the last
Davis,
Daniel
yeah.
Day-Lewis movie. So it's like I want to like hold it, just like keep it.
Yeah,
you
there.
want to wait till he
you
comes
know.
out of retirement.
Yeah,
The Master
Stops
and
making
Punch Drunk
shoes.
Love, Nights, Heart 8, Magnolia, they're all good. Even Inherent Vice. I think Inherent Vice is his weakest movie, but I still liked it.
Imagine if Daniel Day-Lewis comes out of retirement and just to do, I don't know, to play Uncle Ben in the Spider-Man movie. It'd be like, whoa.
the worst part is it would be really good.
Yeah, they always got to, that's how they rope you in, you know. I remember with the Batman movies, it's like Gary Oldman's Commissioner Gordon.
And then he was
Whoa.
not that great actually.
And then a few years, he's always great. But then a few years later, I remember looking at the cast for the RoboCop remake, you know, and I'm like, yeah, this cast is stacked. Who cares? Like,
Yep.
I'm not falling for that shit again.
All right.
The message is clear.
I'll be seeing you very soon.
Not if I see you first.
His
Man.
scream,
I fucking love Leo, dude.
Leo's scream. He's all. It's what was it? Red Letter Media. He's only great when he's screaming or playing a retard.
Yep.
And we get both here.
Yeah.
We're bringing justice to the vigilante group known as the French 75.
Ah, French.
Is that Rihanna?
No, that is definitely not Rihanna.
We're bringing justice to the vigilante.
I don't know
never
who
mind,
that
her
is actually.
Her forehead's not big enough.
That's a
Group known
badonkadonk.
as the French 75.
Yeah.
We are here to award Stephen Lockjaw with the Medal of Honor.
All right, this is actually looking pretty good, to be honest. It's weird seeing PTA do a sort of, I guess, modern action movie. Feels like
It's also he's also using a different different camera, different lens, different look to this movie as opposed to his normal stuff.
it's quite
looks
unique.
What
cool.
he'd
I
been doing
hope.
recently. He's trying something new, I think.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks more modern than he usually does.
You have to understand, Will.
Me and Mom used to run around and do some real bad shit. They got hurt. Now they're coming after us. I'm sorry.
I didn't ask for this. That's just how the cards were rolled out for me.
It's not cards. You don't roll cards. It's dice.
Dad, what is wrong with you?
You're right.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think Leo. You guys think Leo's getting an Oscar for this? I think he's getting a nomination
know.
for sure.
This movie
The
looks like it
nomination
takes place
probably,
over.
but-
Seems like it takes place over the course of a while. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of looking like it.
I mean, it looks good for now.
Is it just going to be like what happened to all the people who were in the Weather Underground?
I got a tunnel. Oh, what's going on? I need a weapon, man. All you got is goddamn nunchucks here. You know where I can get a gun?
All right. I'm just pausing for copyright stuff. But to be honest, this looks pretty good. I'm sold already. Well, I'm sold from the fact that it's a PTA movie. That's for sure. It's a PTA action movie also as well. Looks like it's pretty character driven. Plus, it's a Leo movie. I haven't seen a good Leo movie in a while.
And Benicio looks styling.
Oh yeah, Benicio looks good as Yep.
He
What
always looks
was
cool though. So that's
what was Benicio's last good movie? I mean, Me Sicario just pops into my head.
Sicario,
Has he-
you were gonna say?
Sicario. I'm trying to think. I think he might have another good movie after Sicario, but
Well, let me check.
I can't remember.
Filmography. After Sicario, he did.
We did Sicario 2, which is not a good movie.
Fuck, he was in The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Huh.
The whole reason he hired him is because Ryan Johnson thought he looked cool.
I guess he did the French Dispatch. I haven't seen that one yet. I'm not a huge Wes Anderson fan, to be honest.
Do you not like
I haven't seen his last few.
Grand Budapest Hotel?
Oh no, I mean I think Grand Budapest Hotel is where I said the line. That's pretty much it. After that, post Grand Budapest Hotel, I don't think I've seen anything Wes Anderson.
How does he get such stacked cast on such cheap movies, though?
I think that's part of it, and also I think the actors look forward to working with him because once they do work with him, they seem to come back. Because I don't know, they seem to like working with him.
Well, yeah, he is back because his latest movie, Benicio del Toro, is again Wes Anderson. It's the Phoenician Scheme that just
actually
came out.
I do want to see that movie.
Yeah.
It actually looks fun.
It's like Wes Anderson trying to make an action movie. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Well,
I love his first, or I guess his second, third, and fourth movie. Rushmore and Royal Tenenbaums, and what was it, Life Aquatic?
Actors praise Wes. That's why the opportunity to work with him is more worth it than the paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear enough stories about people that are absolute nightmares to work with, actors and directors. As somebody said earlier, just showing up on time and knowing your shit has to have some value. Being fun to work with must be great.
Like, who's the guy who made I Heart Huckabees and a few other movies? David Russell. He had that famous scene where he was like fucking yelling at Lily Tomlin. Like, you fucking bitch, just read what I fucking said. Nobody wants to work with you again, Like, you don't want Stanley Kubrick, who's a genius, but he's going to make you have a nervous breakdown filming the same scene 155 times.
Yeah, Harvey Keitel just like straight up left the set one day after dealing with Stanley Kubrick, where he just left. He got tired of dealing with him and just took off.
It's like all psychological manipulation, Yeah, you don't want
actors apparently don't like working. Actors apparently don't like working with Ridley Scott because Ridley Scott really likes to make sure that he's the one in control on set. You're not getting away with.
He wants to do everything his way. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear Rachel Zegler's an absolute joy to work with.
Yeah, Rachel Zegler. Man, weirdly enough, I called out Rachel Zegler on her mannerisms. My buddy Jalen E.T., who's been on the channel a couple of times, I told him this about a year and a half before she became hated everywhere. I was like, dude, this Rachel Zegler person is a bitch, and she's probably gonna get hated, and she deserves all the hate that she's gonna get because she's just annoying as fuck. And he was like, why? And I broke it down to him, and he was like, And guess what? A year and a half later, there we go. Everyone was on the Rachel Zegler hate train, and I was like, oh, there we go. No,
yeah. The moment I heard the story about the Academy Awards, I knew.
Yep.
She was going to be nothing but trouble. Hey, listen, guys, I got to run.
Invited. All right, man.
I really want to thank you guys for having me on. It's been a real blast.
Dude.
And
pleasure, man. Pleasure.
Yeah, dude. Welcome back, Mr. Uninspired Reviewer. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.
All right, cheers, man. Take care.
Adios, boss.
Has anyone considered the fact that Kubrick isn't that great? He just does so many takes. That it's the monkeys and the typewriters. Honestly, I've never been a huge fan of Kubrick, to be honest. Like, really, I haven't seen enough Kubrick movies, and I'm not a huge fan of The Shining. I think I said this on the Shining stream. I don't know.
To me, Kubrick's best movie is Paths of Glory, and that's in the 50s.
I haven't even seen it.
It's really it's really good. It has Kirk Douglas playing a French colonel in World War One.
Oh, all right,
it's really good. And because it's all in black and white, it actually makes the battle scenes just look so insane. Because if it was shot in color, it wouldn't look this good. But it was shot in black and white, and it looks amazing. So
I don't know,
you would really like it, I think.
Kubrick's a bad genius, dude. All of his movies are meticulous and layered and have deep psychological meanings to them. He's not he's not messing around. And it's all a secret to him, which is hilarious.
Yeah, Barry
It's
Lyndon.
like-
I'm not telling you what this movie's about.
Kubrick does it. He's in on an inside joke, but he's the only one that knows the punchline. So it's like, all right,
Yeah,
cool.
Barry
Thank you,
Lyndon,
Kubrick.
Eyes Wide Shut.
I really like the
Full Metal
first half
Jacket.
of Full Metal Jacket's great. The last
See,
half,
that's the
is
thing.
just-
Listen, I think the more I watched it, as I got older, I like the second half more.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
it's crazy.
So you like when Arlie Army gets shot in the gut?
See, the first half used to be as a young boy when I first watched Full Metal Jacket. The first half is like so enthralling and amazing, and you watch it again later. But now, I'm almost 40. I've watched it again a few more times, and I find myself getting more drawn into the second half now, and interpreting a lot more in the second half.
Well, it's like it's like they're two separate movies.
Exactly.
Because to me, I think Private Pile is the biggest issue with the first half.
Well, what's his name? Baldwin. What Baldwin is that? That's in the second half. He represents another the other side of that coin, the Pile coin.
Yeah.
Him and Pile are like two opposites of the same character, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, what if Pile hadn't died? He probably would have gone on to be someone more like the Baldwin character.
Yeah.
The Baldwin
Yeah.
who isn't related to the Baldwins. What's his name? Is it
Adam
Adam
Baldwin.
Baldwin? There you go.
He's a cool dude, apparently. Apparently he's a nice guy.
Oh, yeah. He shot an alien in the head and Independence Day.
He was in Predator 2.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get this trailer done.
Only to protect you from all your mom's stuff and all my stuff, even though I know that's impossible.
This is the end of the line. Not for you.
I am also surprised that PTA is managing to make a pretty good looking action movie. Because I guess you could say that There Will Be Blood and stuff like that has the makings of an action film,
Yeah.
but just doesn't delve into that side. But the fact that he's actually doing it, it's pretty interesting.
I feel like after There Will Be Blood, PTA should have just went ahead and made a straight up Western.
Honestly, yeah, he should have.
Well, he followed it up with The Master, which was, I think that one's a little underrated too, because that one, fantastic movie. Or no, wait, was that before or after There Will Be Blood? I think it was after. Right?
No, it was after.
Yeah.
It was after.
Yeah.
It was after. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I appreciate not just doing. I mean, he seems to want to do. When you look at his movies in chronological order, like they're very. He tries something very different for his next movie. That seems to be what he likes to do.
Yep.
I was like looking up the Punch Drunk Love pudding thing. Like, what was the actual details of that pudding sweepstakes? And it was like, it was based on a real one where if you bought the Healthy Choice pudding cups, you can get $3,000 worth of pudding, and that would lead to 1.5 million frequent flyer miles.
What the fuck?
What?
So there's like a loophole,
All right. I mean, yeah. So Punch Drunk Love was what he did after. So it goes Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, There Will Be Blood,
Heart Eight,
and The
Heart
Master.
Eight, Boogie Nights, Heart Eight, Boogie
Oh well,
Nights,
if
then
you're going from
Magnolia.
the beginning, from the beginning, Heart Eight, Boogie Nights, Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love. But it's so weird to follow Punch Drunk Love by There Will Be Blood. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
such
Yeah,
a
that's,
massive difference. Yeah, and it's like Punch Drunk Love also completely underrated Adam Sandler flick, dude. It's like he only has two incredible movies where his acting is tip top. It's Punch Drunk Love and Uncut Gems. It's like, yo, this dude could actually act.
So does this mean Adam Sandler actually can act? He just chooses not to.
Yes. Ahoy, Roman. Hope you're doing good, man. It's been a while.
Oh, hi, Roman.
Yeah, I think that Adam Sandler just decides not to act. Well, he makes so much money with his weird ass friend scamming thing.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. I call it like a
I love
scam
how
friend circle.
every Adam Sandler Happy Madison movie takes place on like a tropical island or a luxury cruise or an island resort, some kind of because he's like, hey, we're gonna film this movie with me and all my friends. We're gonna basically get paid to go on vacation, some destination.
We're just gonna tell jokes.
We're gonna shit out a movie in a few weeks, and it's gonna be great. And we're gonna pay it. And my buddy David Spade's gonna be in it for 10 seconds, and I'm gonna give him, $10,000 or $250,000, whatever.
Rob Schneider's gonna say, "You can do it."
Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler has the same budget. Jack and Jill cost the same amount of money as Terminator 2.
What?
Yeah, Jack and Jill cost over $100 million to make, allegedly, which is fucking insane.
No way.
Was that just Pacino's tapioca budget?
It's all
I
the
guess.
cast. That's all of his movies have insane budgets based on what you get, and it's because it's all going to his cast cameo buddies.
It's like the one thing I remember from that was like a Dunkachino. It's like that was it. Fucking Al Pacino Dunkin' Donuts stuff. Oh man, it's like, oh dude, yeah. But yeah, it's weird because he was kind of like the Rogan sphere before Rogan was doing the Rogan sphere. It was the Adam Sandler thing. It's so weird.
Well, yeah, because they were all on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, the Sander. All right, well, we're almost done with the trailer. Let's do it. Wait, was that?
Was this Steve Nash?
Oh.
No. Come on, that was a good reference.
Dude, I actually thought it was Robert Patrick for a second.
That would have been an improvement. I don't even know who the hell this is.
I don't know who the fuck this is either.
How long have you been dead, son?
Whoa, who's this?
Oh, they're just my friends.
Now, is that a he or a she or a they?
It's not that hard. They, them.
Okay, I just want to be polite.
I know people will get pissed at that. I don't give a shit. It's a good joke, to be honest.
I just hate being reminded of like modern times in these movies.
Yeah.
I just rather ignore it.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I'm not liking about this is that it's just like it's set in like modern times. I'm just like,
well, like the thing is, true. I said this the other day. I made a meme about it where it was like present day, no problem. Modern day, that means something else.
Well, it just means something completely different.
But it's like the question is like, is that they them shit going to be aged well 5-10 years from now? Are we still doing that, or is that going to be like
the culture's already shifted? The culture shifted after Trump almost got shot. Whereas you actually felt the culture shift in the air. Was just like, oh, we're not doing this anymore. We're moving on from this.
Yeah, culture shifted. All of this is, I mean, it's already old news now, but since this was made at that time, that's why you're like,
yeah.
That's why I kind of laugh it off.
It's almost got one of those things, like Tarantino says, as soon as I see a cell phone in a movie.
Yeah. Yep.
For me, it's like if I see a touch screen in a movie, it's like, oh, just go away.
Just use analog, man. Analog. Just if there's a phone or something like that, just use a normal landline. Boom.
What's weird is that's a change for me because, like, I remember watching House of Cards and then they'd show like the texting on the screen, and that never bothered me. But now that would bother me because I would just be like, ugh, why?
I think modern technology in movies have always bothered me because I think that it
immediately ages a film.
Well, not only ages a film, but it limits a lot of stuff that you can do in terms of the script. Just picture a horror movie with modern technology. All the time, it's like, oh, the cell phone doesn't work. Oh, no reception. It's like, yeah, we've seen it time and time fucking again. Like, bro, as long as there was a landline in the house or something,
just set this in the 1930s or something. Like,
yeah,
costume
actually pretty cool.
I had the exact opposite reaction recently. We were watching a movie and the guy's answering the phone on a house phone landline, and we're like, "Wait, why has he got a landline?" It's like that whole other question. Like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Well, there are movies where it kind of works, like kind of Final Destination 5. You don't even realize that you're in the early 2000s until the end of the movie, and you're like, Huh? Wait, let me
Like,
rewatch this stuff.
I did think it was weird. The guy had a flip phone earlier. Yeah, I should have thought about that.
And so yeah, it's like Final Destination 5 is one of those rare movies where, to me, it works. You know, to me that completely worked. And you're like,
cell phones really worked in the Departed,
where
it was like
I agree.
That was one of the best uses of cell phones in a movie.
I agree with that.
But even then, those were those little Nokia, you know.
Yeah, like
Scorsese
would really
modern smartphones.
Yeah, and Scorsese would really emphasis on like when they would, fold back and you get that smack.
Yep. But you see, Peter Piper pickled. That's the issue that I have with the modern movies that have normal phone. Well, today's phones in horror movies, because it's always either
why the phone doesn't work.
There's either no reception. There's either I guess fucking an EMP because of the ghost or some shit like that, so the phone just doesn't work. It glitches out. Yeah, battery dies, or whenever they're about to get killed, and
too much blood.
Yep, too much blood. That's phone's too slippery. To me, it's just like it's either one or the other. There's only 4 or 5 different choices. As long as if you had a horror movie where there are no phones or there are landline phones, there's already added tension because you can't be constantly in communication with another person. So that's already one layer added to it. And then there's the other layer of, oh man, someone can just disconnect this shit and we're all done for. And it's like, oh man, it's even harder because if you want to go somewhere, you have to physically move there. You can't contact someone from a distance. Or it just adds a second element where you have to go to a place that's crowded and then meet the killer over there, or meet the entity over there and stuff like that. You know, it's just like there's so many different mixes you can do when you have analog in horror that as compared to when you have modern technology in horror. But you know, trailer's almost done. Man, why they got Kendrick playing? I don't want to get fucking DMCA.
Yeah. That's all we need is 2 black dudes fighting each other again.
Kendrick, if I get copyright struck, listen, I'm with you, man. I supported you in the beef. All right.
You know what the worst part is? When you show yourself, you do look a little bit like Drake.
No, say it. Say it, baby.
Love you, Bob.
Love you too.
You know what freedom is? No fear. Just like Tom Cruise.
That would hurt so much.
Hurt a fuck ton, dude.
You know, Leo's gonna be like, I'm 50 years old now.
Oh man. Yeah, but don't worry. Leo just does a huge ass line, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck it, we can go. Let's do it."
Yeah.
It's like, I am Tom Cruise. And then boom,
he does a line off his new 19-year-old girlfriend.
Yep, that's it.
You know, he's actually married to Lucas Haas, right? Allegedly. And all
Leo
these
is
25-year-old models he hangs out with are beards.
Yeah,
him and Lucas Haas are secretly married. It's like an open secret that they're, they've been together for a long time.
That surprised me.
Just look at pictures of him and his girlfriends, and Lucas Haas is always there as like a third wheel. They're always out together doing things.
Every time you see DiCaprio, Lucas Haas is just in the background somewhere
I'm not
lurking.
Even kidding. I'm not.
It's a shadow.
They go on double dates a lot.
It's like it explains why Kate Winslet is still friends with him.
Huh. Maybe. Leo. We're on to you, Leo.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not gay. He's deeply closeted.
We're on to you, Leo.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, by the way, I started watching Dexter finally. I'm at season 1. I've got like 2 episodes left to finish season 1. Yeah, Vex sold me on the show. And so yeah, it's like I fucking love Dexter, dude. It's so good. I'm genuinely surprised by how good it is. Let me see. All right. Huh. Yeah. It's weird. Even you look up online, this depends on there's so many so many images of them together. It's just weird. Now that you mention it, I never noticed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on a romantic date on a roller coaster or a cruise with my girlfriend, and of course Lucas is coming. Also,
Yeah, this is
why?
going to become a John Travolta
Why doesn't
situation.
Tobey Maguire ever come, or one of your other Brat Pack buddies?
Yeah.
It's
Why don't you
always
invite Jamie
Lucas.
Foxx?
They
Yeah.
must be really, really good friends if they're not gay. Like they're inseparable, like brothers.
It's like, yeah, we ride
I mean-
together, we die together.
We ride together, we swat flies together.
I think it's sweet. I think it's actually cute that they have a little secret love going on.
Well, it's weird. I haven't seen Lucas Haas in anything recently.
Yeah, because his fucking boyfriend is a goddamn. His husband is a fucking super rich. He doesn't need to work.
Yeah.
Good point. Good
got
point.
all
Oh,
the
except
co-
he
he's
was
got all
in
the coke he
Inception for
could
10
use.
seconds, remember?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but that was it. He got killed at the beginning. He was that dude. Yeah. Dude that got mobbed. Yep. All right. Well, yeah, Dokes' best moments are in season 2. Man, I'm gonna see season 2 soon. All right, is there anything else? Because I think I've talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. Was there anything else you guys want to talk about? So you guys on the panel and in the chat as well. Is there anything that you
Okay,
guys
good
want
Are you
to
doing
check
this
out?
again?
Honestly, I'm not sure, man. Because like I just watched F4, Fantastic Four, and I was like, man, the state of piracy today is really interesting. I actually feel like doing a stream on this because I think it was the accumulation of watching Jurassic World, watching Superman, and then watching this in the same month, and I was like, whoa, this is kind of weird. It's just become this huge market nowadays from when I was a kid. And you would see the cameras moving, you would see the people walking up through the aisles and shit. And it's just a huge, proper quality market now. And so I just felt like doing a stream because it was something that I had been thinking about for a couple of weeks already. And today I had some time to kill. And after this, I'm probably gonna go to the bar or something. So yeah.
Party.
Yeah, dude, every Thursday in my
I'm glad I
town we
woke
have
up
a
early and saw
huge
you were streaming.
Oh, dude, yeah, man. Every Thursday in my town, we have this huge. Well, every Thursday during the summer, we have like a huge party, the entire town. So it's basically like the town just becomes like kind of like a nightclub, which is pretty dope. So yeah, but yeah, man. Oh, someone said in the chat. Oh yeah, yo, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm here for one night only for now, unless one random day I get an itch to stream. Do you guys think Fantastic Four saved Marvel?
No.
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 The only way it can succeed is if they just break it all up and just make individual movies and
Like,
not try
I
and
could
tie everything together
Like I
again.
said, like I had ideas of what they were gonna do based on the trailer. Like, oh, it'd be fucking nuts if they did this, and that's how it
Yeah.
ties into the other universe and all this. It's like, no, they did none of
Yeah,
that.
they didn't do any of that, and I think we
So
had the
I was
same
like-
ideas.
I was like, if they do what I'm thinking, that'd be ballsy, that'd be worth seeing. But it's like, this is like I said, I appreciate that this movie requires no homework. I appreciate that. Like I said, if this movie came out 20 years ago, if this was the script they had for the Jessica Alba movie, I think we all would have been like, wow, the Fantastic Four movie was sick, bro.
Yep.
Especially like, I mean, I thinking about it, because I watched it last night, thinking about it, I think it did have a, mostly the most like things I liked most were just the way it looked, the aesthetic, the 60s
Same for me.
vibe, surface level kind of stuff. But
yeah,
like I said, it didn't piss me off. There wasn't really a lot of the girl boss stuff. Like there is a part where Sue does some powerful stuff, but she is technically the most powerful of the group, even though she's not the leader, So it's like I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I echo all your sentiments. I think that there was something that I was expecting them to do because of the trailers and how it was set up. And when it didn't happen, I was kind of like, oh, you guys could have, it would have been good. I do think that what was good is that there's no Marvel humor in it. There's no undercutting of actual proper serious scenes. There is humor, but it's in context. It's good,
I actually felt it needed a little more humor, a little more levity, not like during certain parts, but like there's definitely like some less. I think yeah, they could have amped up the goofiness a little bit. I don't know.
I think it was for me personally. I think it was at the good level where it was just like, all right, I can enjoy this. It's nice. It's chill. They're
Just like
not going too far
lightheartedness.
into it. Yeah, exactly. It was
Yeah, it wasn't
lighthearted.
humor as much as it was just like yeah, skippy. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, kind of like those lighthearted moments that you had in stuff like Jurassic Park. You know what I mean? It it's there. It doesn't fuck up the oh shit the dude. What's the word I was looking for? Oh man, I forgot the word. Uh,
Tone,
damn.
continuity.
There we go. Tone.
Atmosphere.
Yes, thank you. Tone. It doesn't fuck up the tone. That was it. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah, it doesn't fuck up the tone, which is really really good in comparison to everything else the Marvel has done recently, and even what DC did with Superman. To be honest with you, so it's pretty enjoyable, but it will never save Marvel because this is kind of like a standalone thing. I think that it should give Marvel a sense of direction, but the way that it would fix everything, you'd never see any proper fixes until what 2 or 3 years down the line from now when they start
Yeah.
production on new stuff. That's the big issue because they're finally learning from Thunderbolts where they can have actual like proper action back again, hand to hand stuff, which is pretty cool. Actually filming on location, which is nice. Now having learned from Fantastic Four, hopefully they should have separate stories where it's concentrated outside of this thing, and out of this huge MCU. I hope that they learn from that, but until then, it's too early to say. So maybe it will save it in the long run, but we're not going to see that shit for 2 or 3,
Yeah.
3 maybe
Yeah.
4 even.
It's gonna be hard to say because like they just need to stop making TV shows. Period. They're not
Dude.
good.
You know, I hate the TV shows. I hate long form content. I'm sick of it. Movies are just trim it to like 92 hours. Please trim it down.
No,
Not
she
everything needs to
isn't.
be 10
She
hours
isn't a
long.
Mary Sue. She's normal.
But yeah, well, like with Superman, for instance, what was I gonna say about it? Oh, that was important. We're talking.
Nolan, that's because you're retarded, man. I love you. That's my best friend. That's why. But yeah, you were gonna say Superman. Maybe talking about the tone. Talking about the DC universe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say with Superman, I think it would have been interesting if, kind of like how Shin Godzilla came out, right? And that was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then they didn't do a sequel to that. What they did was they did Godzilla -1, which was like a totally different origin movie. So like, I was thinking, what if the next Superman movie was just like set in the 30s? Like that'd be sick. Like just like let's just do like let's try to treat each movie like one thing. Stop trying to tie everything to a big chain of crap that we have to watch. I think people are tired of the homework assignments and tired of like the universe building, world building. Good universe building. Fuck off. Like I don't care, man. That's what I did appreciate of both Superman and Fantastic Four. I didn't have to know anything going in.
And Fantastic Four doesn't have the huge exposition problem the Superman has, where it consistently has to fill you in with all the different characters and all the different worldviews and shit like that.
Right.
Fantastic Four, it's just the Fantastic Four. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't need to know anything else. You need to know that they're loved, they're beloved by the people, and that is it. Done. Yeah, it's all done in 5 minutes at the beginning of the movie, and it's pretty well done.
Favorite part of the new one, because we just watched the Roger Corman one, right?
Mm-hmm. I saw that one with Dark Hour, yeah.
So the original cast, they have a fucking 2-second cameo in it. The 4 of them.
Really?
The Roger Corman movie, yeah. At the very beginning, there's like a big news segment, and there's like a big, they're like in one of the circles of like people waving.
Oh,
there's like 4 of them. Oh my god, it's them! It's like whoa.
Okay,
very nice cameo. That was a very fun Easter egg.
I didn't recognize any of them.
See, I kind of knew about it going in because apparently they were at the red carpet premiere, the 4 of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, so yeah, man. Pepper Peter Piper Pickled. To answer your question, nope. It's not saving the MCU anytime soon. Even worldwide, I don't think that's gonna make a ton of money. I don't think that there's enough action to make a ton of money. That's the big issue. I don't think there's that mass appeal the Fantastic Four has, and even the
There isn't this, you
retrofuturism
have to see
aspect.
it
Yeah.
because of this awesome scene quality to it, you know?
Yep. And it's weird. Weird enough, Superman actually had that. Superman was spectacle compared to this. This one, a lot of people I think are going to be disappointed by the amount of action in the third act and how quickly the third act just finishes. So,
Right.
like,
Yeah, I felt that there was a good kind of emotional catharsis at the end of Superman. I was happy.
Yeah.
I was like, it's cute.
Like, yeah, man, let me go save a squirrel. It'll make my day. That's probably it. But yeah, man. Anything else you guys want to talk about in the chat or on the panel?
No.
No.
All
Movie soon.
But yeah, all right. So last one, predictions. How much do you guys think Fantastic Four is going to make?
I'm gonna say less than the other two, Jurassic and Superman.
So less than 400, because I think Superman is at 465. I think, yeah.
I mean, I don't see it doing better than Superman, and apparently Jurassic Park is doing better than both of those, right?
Yeah, it's at almost at 700. Yep.
Yeah, because dinosaurs, dinosaurs are cool. It doesn't matter
Under 500.
Shitty movies.
Yeah, I struggle seeing it getting over 500 million.
Because Superman had the advantage of having that second week of nothing.
Yes.
I think next week. I think next week everyone's going to go see Weapons. I think a lot of people are going to go see Weapons. Teenagers and people are excited about it because it's got this mystery element to it, But Superman had this second week where what was coming out last week? It was Eddington, Smurfs.
Smurfs is gonna flop, man.
So, yeah, I don't know. As far as I don't think the word of mouth by second week, I think there's going to be a big drop off. Fantastic Four. Whereas Superman, people are like, you should go see it. I mean, I think you should go see Fantastic Four, but it's not like a must.
It's not urgent,
so we must talk about it. Like the nerd discourse around Superman has been really fun. Because even if you don't like it, I like getting in these arguments about how Jor-El, I don't mind evil Jor-El, and evil Jor-El's terrible, it's like no, that's fine, I like getting in these nerd arguments that are not even political or cultural war related, And I don't really see that happening with the new Fantastic Four movie,
Yeah, and plus, next week, yeah, that's it exactly what. And I guess next week there's the Naked Gun that's coming out as well. So maybe people might go see that instead. I'm not too sure that it's going to make a ton of. It depends. I think it'll benefit from very good word of mouth. If it's
a
good,
Seth MacFarlane movie though, and that's he hasn't been funny in a while.
Yeah, but I think the point is second chapter 4, there actually is some decent stuff that people want to cheek out, as opposed to second week of Superman. I don't think anyone really gave a shit about Eddington or Smurfs or whatever else came out. True.
Weapons is the new horror movie from Zach Krieger, the dude that made Barbarian.
One of the whitest kids you know.
Yeah. I think he has automatic Twitter too. So every time you tag him in something, he replies automatically. You should check that out. Yeah, you should try. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that is it for today. Waylon, what do you want to say to the people that are watching?
Bros before hoes, and always keep your booger hook off the bang switch until you want to kill something.
Fantastic. Oh wait, fantastic. Yeah, I said it. Stupenzo.
It's good hanging out with you again.
No, dude, it's a pleasure.
Check out my channel if you want to see me and Uninspired watch some weird movies. We've watched. We watched The Wasp Woman.
Yeah, that's the first one that came into my mind. The Wasp Woman, dude.
We watched Deep Rising. We watched the Evil Hand movie, whatever the hell that was called, Devil's Hand.
I remember that one.
We watched a few together. We watched Spectre. We watched.
Oh yeah, we did.
We watched some cool ones together. Full Eclipse. We loved that one.
Dude, Full Eclipse was fucking great.
Full
Like,
Eclipse
it was
rocked.
actually pretty good. Genuinely
Yeah,
shocked. Who was it? Van Peebles?
Yeah. Check out Be Uninspired watching Full Eclipse. You'll like
Yeah,
that movie too. You'll be like,
Full
man, this
Eclipse
movie
was
should be
pretty
turned
good.
into a HBO show.
Well, HBO did make it, right?
Crime fighting werewolf.
Yeah, Mario Van Peebles, crime fighting werewolf. That was pretty good. Yep. Yeah. Good to see you live again, Tur. Cheers, chat and panel. Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah,
It's a
cheers,
pleasure.
Max.
It's a pleasure. And thanks, guys. I look forward to the next one. Don't know when it will be, but probably in the
October.
future. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a while. I've not got anything in the works. Today was just really impromptu live stream. I thought about doing this around like 2 p.m. and I was like, fuck it. I have nothing to do till 6. So yeah.
Cool.
I wanted to say thank you to Jacob WD40 also for the super chats that you sent in, man. Thank you so much. I know you sent in 2. Thank you. And yeah, man, thank you guys for being on the panel as well, man, for giving me some of your free time today. So yeah. And
Thanks for the invite.
it has, of course, dude.
Yeah,
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Now there are no fucking outros on this shit because StreamYard just wants to take everyone's money.
so
I
we're
guess-
just fucking off.
I guess though, yeah. Well, you know what? We'll fuck off and then we'll end with Doke. So cheers, everyone. See you guys next time. If I ever come back, well, when I come back, because I will come back. It's not if I ever come back. When I come back, it'll probably be with a big video. I might do a live stream before just to announce it. I might do another shoot the shit live stream whenever, probably in a month or so. It just depends if I feel like talking about something and it's been itching me for a couple of days or a couple of weeks and I just need to get it off my chest. So yeah, cheers everybody. We're gonna end with Dokes and we're gonna head out.
Sweet.